Braction board riders, and today we're going to be talking to you about the North Trust Bar 2013 version, just released. So, what are the key differences between this and all the other Trust Bar versions? The Trust Bar and the Ironheart mechanism have been going since 2006, so plenty of developments over the time. But the key differences between this and previous years are as follows, really. A lot of you will recognise the Ironheart system here. Very, very similar to last year in terms of looks, but a few key changes. So the chicken loop itself is a all moulded rubber piece now. Still fits, attaches, quick releases and reconnects in exactly the same way. The chicken loop this year is also a thicker moulded rubber with a slightly increased width at the end, just to give it a bit more stiffness, stop you inadvertently unhooking. The attachment point here where the depower line runs through and back out again, that was previously metal for the past 3 years or so now. They've changed that now to a plastic system, so there's no chance of any corrosion at all. And the pin system that held the top plastic section in place has now been replaced with 2 grub screws with Allen key heads on. So super simple now, just to replace the depower line, and no smacking it with a hammer or anything else needed now. So really, really easy. One other great thing about the, while we're on the subject of near the depower line itself, is that the depower line now needs doesn't need to have a sewn eye at the end anymore. So it's actually held with, I don't know if you can see here, it's actually held with 2 knots in place. So if you are away on holiday somewhere and you snap it and you don't have a replacement, you can pretty much get any 6mm bit of Spectra, and that will keep you going for a little while until you get home to get the proper article, which will last longer than a traditional Spectra. Moving up the bar here, in this area, the Vario cleat has changed for this year. It's a much cleaner, much smoother system. The red section also runs through it here as well, which reduces the chance of any red line wrap around the bar when rigging, or if you have slack line, for example. Super easy again to adjust, no tools needed. If you want to adjust the throw of the bar, even I've been using this bar and actually I'm quite amazed. I've just stuck my fingers in and I can grab the rope easily and pull it to extend how much depower I want. No tools needed, nothing fancy. You can just grip it, move it. As soon as you put it back in place, it's absolutely lock solid. Amazing. They also have a bit of Velcro on the back, so when you do pull on the depower, you can just stick it on, nice and easy. Stops it swirling around in the breeze. So, major changes further down the system itself. The bar. The bar stayed, again, fairly similar all the way through the years from 06 onwards. So this year, complete revision. This bar is a complete redesign of previous years. First off, they've got a replaceable insert. It's a plastic insert that sits in the middle of the bar here, held in place by 2 grub screws. Again, all the grub screws are all standard sizes, so if you get stuck abroad somewhere, they're all kind of fin box sizes or other sizes that are used already within the surf and kitesurf industry, so don't need any special tools for doing any of this. The plastic insert obviously means that your depower rope's going to last longer, and it's also nice and easy to change should you need to. It's available as a spare part, it's not a problem. Major difference as well are the bar ends. Before, we used to adjust the bar width from the outside to the inside setting by pulling up the float, disconnecting the lark's head, pulling the bar pigtail through, reconnecting the lark's head, pulling down the float again back onto it. This year they've changed that completely by just having a quick click and turn system. So nice and simple, no metal parts to corrode, no moving parts or anything that you have to slide that will get jammed up with sand and all the rest of it. Literally just squeeze the sides, out it pops, just turn it around, click it back in. Simple. You can actually do this. We tested it while flying the kite. Wouldn't recommend it, obviously, for legal reasons there. But you can actually do it while flying the kite. So if you're like me and you're constantly moving between the smaller sizes, say like a 7 and a 5, the 5 you traditionally keep on the inside setting, the 7 you could actually keep on the outside, and it's always annoying when you put the kite up, especially if it's pretty windy, and then it's, I have to land it again. So you can actually change these on the fly, so to speak. If you want to adjust the rear line length at all, you can then also get into it. There's a little section in here that pops out. It's also held on nicely, so if you did inadvertently unclip it, I don't know how you'd do that, but if you did, you wouldn't lose the piece. And again, all available as spares. And you'll see here, all nicely colour coded, so you know exactly where you are as you're adjusting your rear line length. And it's just held in place with a really neat little cleat system. So you just adjust it to the length where you want it, cleat it back in. All the excess you just stuff down inside the, there's a little cubby hole in here that it all sits into. Look at that. And then, there we go, clicks back in. That's actually the first time I've done that. Even I'm quite amazed at how easy that went. So, moving on. Lines themselves, very similar. I don't know the technicalities of it, but I believe they've put a different coating on the lines themselves. They do look a little bit yellower than they have done in previous years. North have been using this FSC road line or rob line, however you want to pronounce it, for 4 years or so now. I absolutely love it. It's a great, really nice anti-tangle system. It's just so easy to rig up on the beach, and if you do get yourself in a mess, super easy to sort out. So I believe that they have put a different coating on it. All in all, a really nice bar. All rigs exactly the same, works perfectly. We're super chuffed with it, and looking forward to a good season on it. Any questions at all, please drop us an email, give us a phone on the shop number, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/kitesurfshop. Cheers.